What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Isaiah. Yes, sir. I'm back here with another video. And in this video, y'all, I'm just going to be going over my contract again because, guys, I switched up. I switched up big time. I switched up, changed up. I revised the contract. I edited the contract. I had my attorney and my business partner go over the contract with me, and they kind of explained some of the bad things about it, and they explained some of the really good things about it. All right. And guys, if you guys want this contract, all you got to do is just comment done in the comment section of this video and then email me. My email is going to be in the description, you guys, and I'll give you this contract for the free. All right, let's go over it. All right, so here is the contract, right? It's the same contract from before. It's just there's a lot of things that I took out and there's a lot of things that I added. I added a little bit of things. Right? And so I just want to say the main difference between this contract and the other version, the older version of this contract, and I feel like a lot of you may have the same issue if you have a different contract, is that some of the wordage and verbiage in these contracts are extremely unnecessary and it scares off your sellers. The last thing you want to do is scare off your seller with the contract. You want to make sure that your contract is as easy to understand and read as possible. You want to make it to where a third grader can read it, at least a fifth grader, right? And so that's like some of the main changes that I made with this contract. All right, so let's go over it. So the main difference also is I took out the word contract. So before, in the contract that I was sending you guys, and I've been sending this to a lot of people for the past like 2 weeks, but before, this contract had the word contract scattered all throughout it. And so you don't want that, right? Oh, also, before I continue, I am not a legal advisor. All right. I was advised to say that. I am not a legal advisor. I am not a legal professional. I am not giving out any legal advice. I am just explaining my paperwork that I use. If you need legal advice, that being said, I took out the word contract. You want to minimize the word contract in here as much as possible. So, really, the word contract is only in this contract 2 times, right here and then all the way like at the bottom. um, this instrument will become a, so you have to say that somewhere in the contract. All right, so other than that, you don't want to say it at all. What I say is this agreement, right? I just say this agreement everywhere throughout this contract where it said contract. I took it out and I replaced it with the word agreement. All right, so some of the main differences is like this is simple. This pretty much stayed the same. This, all right, so I want to go over this for you guys. For this portion, right? This is the purchase price. When you send out this contract, if your seller does not require an earnest money deposit, don't mention it. Don't say anything about it, right? If they say something about it, then sure, leave this in here. But if they don't require earnest money deposit, that's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. And that's how you leave that section. Leave the section just like that, okay? All right. Other than that, man, I took out a lot of stuff, bro. Like you could see, like if you have my old contract, I don't have the old contract with me anymore, but this way I took it down and summarized it just to that. Um, I took out a lot of stuff in here, guys. That's the main thing. It's just so much of these words were unnecessary and hard to understand. Like my attorney was reading some of the sentences, like, what does that even mean? So you never want it to be like that for the seller. You never want your seller to read something and then them be like, what does that mean? Because then they're going to be like, yeah, I got to have somebody look at this. I got to have my lawyer look at this or whatever. You want it to be super simple, straightforward, to the point, to where they're like, okay, yeah, it seems simple enough. I'll sign this. Boom. One thing I added is a lockbox. Seller agrees to allow buyer to install a lockbox with entry keys to the house gates, da da da, which basically means like if the house is vacant, instead of just leaving it unlocked or leaving a key under the mat, you could put a lockbox on the door and you could just give the code to the lockbox to your buyers or your inspectors, whoever, and then they could just, open the lockbox, get the key, open the door, right? This is all good. This is all pretty much the same. I'm not going to go over everything because my computer won't let me record for that long. And so I got to keep this as short and sweet as possible. But the main thing is this contract is way better than the other one. This contract is way better than the other one, guys, because it's super, super simple to understand. Way simpler. All right. I go over the contract, the older one, in detail in, you know, like a few videos back, like 3 or 4 videos before this. So if you wanted me to go over it in detail, just watch that video. It's basically the same contract, except this is way, way, way more easier to understand. No legal jargon, no complicated words, super easy to understand. So again, guys, if you want this contract, comment done under this video in the comment section and then email me, and just email me saying, hey, I want the contract, whatever, and I'll send it to you for the free, guys. I hope you guys got some value out of this. If you liked it, hit the like button, subscribe if you have any questions. I'll answer any questions in the comment section. Subscribe. I'm dropping weekly videos, about wholesaling, self-improvement, and just life in general. All right, y'all. Stay motivated.